The Ukulele Review Podcast.
Cool. And all right, so we usually do our podcasts on Thursday, but something came up, so we're doing it on Friday, and we just got through with a little Pauhana Friday HMS Ohana party. So we're going to do our best sober impressions and try to keep it straight. Pretend you just got pulled over by a cop. And
I'm sorry, drunk. I'm not officer.
But we are excited because we just got in a bunch of really awesome Romero creations. And some of them we haven't had before as models.
No.
And actually, the majority of what we're going to try tonight is new models. Some of them are going to be models we had before, but it's more just to compare them with the new models and kind of see how they are. So thank you for joining us today. And I'm joined by Corey Fujimoto and Kalei Gamiao.
Yeah.
I am going to miss them for the next
Month?
few
3 weeks.
podcasts. But we'll have some other people come through, and of course it's not going to be quite as good without them, but
But it ain't gonna be boring.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
well, next week we got Steve Grimes, so that's going to be it's going to be really fun to talk to him. So but yeah, Corey and Kalei are about to go on tour in China, and so
China and Taiwan.
safe travels, my brothers.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
I am glad. I'm going to miss you, and the store's going to miss you, but I'm glad that you're going to spread the aloha throughout Asia. Seriously, you know?
We're gonna try our best. And
Oh,
that's,
come on. You guys are going to rock.
This is probably the hardest I've ever worked. Period. With anything.
What, to get ready for this tour, you mean?
That and work.
we're gonna try our best to stay on top of customer support and maybe a few emails in between the 3 hours that we have during the day that we're not gonna be doing anything.
Yeah.
But, you know.
You got this.
I'm gonna try my hardest.
You're in the heart of life now. You got to make it happen.
Is that a song?
Heart of Life.
A great song.
Yeah, man.
It's
But
an
that's-
original.
That is
No,
where
I'm
you guys are at, you know? At that point
I
where
agree.
where your talents and the abilities and opportunities have converged, and you have the ability to do something truly special. And I feel that way about our whole business, actually.
And
And
all in
team.
all,
Yeah.
I mean,
We got a lot of exciting things coming up.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for right now, let's get into these ukes and start going over some of these new models.
so we have it arranged by size. We're gonna
Okay.
start by soprano, right at the end of the table, I think.
Yep.
So
Let's do it.
the Soprano is a new model for the Romero Creations line. They've done the XS Soprano before, which was a even smaller total length than a regular Soprano, but the Soprano scale. This is kind of going in the other direction, and the Soprano scale, but with quite a full body to it. And yeah, I mean, my initial reactions were like, whoa, really warm, really fat tone for a soprano. Not that barky kind of soprano tone, more of a shrunken tenor, if you will. But I don't know, let's listen, and then you guys share your thoughts as you play them. So what do you think? Pretty fat sound.
It's a deep sounding soprano,
Yeah.
basically. It's almost like if you took like a tenor ukulele, shrunk it down into a smaller size, so soprano scale length, and like most sopranos, it doesn't have the same amount of volume as like the bigger sizes. But what's interesting is that the tone and response that you get from a soprano with a bigger body like this is kind of insane.
I haven't tried it, but it's probably not gonna fit a soprano hard case.
No,
I would
not at all.
bet that's at least a concert.
Yeah, at least a concert size case. I mean, even the grand tenors wouldn't fit in a normal tenor case. I mean, you'd probably need to go with like a canvas hard shell case for the grand tenors because they have extra space typically. And same thing with these. I mean, I'm really glad they come with their own cases.
The gig bags are nice, yeah.
Yeah, the gig bags are
they're
nice.
really
They're made by Axis
Mm-hmm.
cases, and we've carried those before, and now Pepe's using those primarily for these new models, which makes things a lot easier than us trying to look for a hard showcase for these things. But yeah, if you're looking to maybe purchase any of these new models with a hard case, I would probably suggest going up one size.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Dang, the mahogany almost looks as nice as the color.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Look at this. Got all this nice like wood grain with the mahogany. I mean, pretty much it's like a grand tenor shrunken down to a soprano scale.
All right, so talk about what you got there, Kalei.
So we have another new model here from Pepe Romero Creations. This is the SM, which is Soprano Mahogany. And just like the Koa, it has a bigger body size than the normal soprano, much like the grand tenor. I would probably nickname this like the grand soprano.
Should be called the GSM.
Yeah, right. The GSM. But yeah, soprano scale length, all solid mahogany. So for those of you who are looking for a soprano scale length instrument, and are looking for like a bigger, deeper kind of tone, this
is like the kingpin,
yeah,
the top dog.
the kingpin
Yeah.
mahogany
Yeah.
soprano.
With the gangster sopranos. This
Yeah.
is like the guy at the end of the line. All right, let's hear it. Judging from like a recording standpoint, there's such a balance to these sopranos. There's no punch, there's no frequencies punching through.
It's usually
Yeah.
that mid one, right? Like on a soprano.
The mid range is usually a bit punchy, and
Yeah.
it almost thumps in the mid range there. But this has a wide tonal spectrum, similar to what you would get out of a tenor, like you were saying.
Yeah, there's way more lows,
It's
more
very-
body.
It's not as much volume as a tenor, but it's got the same
sure.
voice as a tenor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's literally like a tenor
And-
shrunken down.
And with a significantly bigger body, wider weight, the depth of the body is also quite a bit wider. You're, I don't know, it's just very different than other sopranos.
It's a good balance, between bright and deepness. We have a lot of customers that come into the store and they're looking for something that's like soprano size or scale length, but they want something deeper. And I think this kind of solves that problem, because usually with the traditional soprano design and the size of the body, it's hard to not get that very bright, like you guys were saying, like the mid-range is like overpowering, certain frequencies and notes and tones. But the way this is designed and the strings that Pepe uses, it brings out the best of
I'm
all
thinking,
three sizes.
yeah,
It's kinda crazy.
people who feel most comfortable playing the soprano
Mhm.
that necessarily don't like the soprano sound, I
Yeah.
think will enjoy this quite a
And
bit.
also
Talk
for your
about some of-
disclaimer, this does not feel like a normal soprano at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
In what way?
Well, for one thing, the body's bigger.
Right.
It's wider. It's deeper.
Deeper, yeah.
So it does.
Right. But in
you know-
terms of as you're playing it, does it still feels
Oh, your left
different
hand,
than-
it still feels the
Right,
same.
right,
But when
right,
you're
right.
holding it to your
Right.
body, it's almost
Ah.
like you're thinking concert.
When I was playing it earlier, I thought it felt like really, really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And
I-
I don't play sopranos at all.
Oh,
because they're
no,
too small.
no.
Right. I
Having,
see-
like, a
I see
bigger
what you
body
mean.
is so much easier to
It fits
hug.
into your arms
Yeah.
a little bit more
Because like
comfortably.
when people come into the store, I always tell them, okay, how can you tell if, if a certain size is good for you? So I tell them, first of all, with your right hand, you grip here, you take this part, and then you wedge it in right here, and where your right hand is, depending on where it is, that means if you should go smaller or bigger. And for me, typically, my right hand is all the way up here, but if I do this, bring it in, it's right where I want to play. And for me, as like someone who's
Especially
been
over
playing for a while, it's easier.
longer periods of play, right? This would be probably more comfortable for you than the
Yeah.
body of a soprano.
A normal soprano.
Cradling a soprano is like there's just that
It's like
extra
you're
room
playing,
almost.
you're rocking a baby, but like it's kind of with this I can actually hold it properly.
There are some advantages to a soprano scale when you think of the reach in terms of the spread that you can
Yeah.
make, for certain chords. Like Corey's always doing these, a lot of people
Ridiculous
can't. Yeah,
chords.
it's like it's hard to do Corey's chords on a lot of things, but the shorter the scale is, the more you can pull off a lot of those same voicings.
Any
Hold a G
aspiring
and
Benny
see-
Chong players,
See, what's the if you play, yeah,
like
that's like a 10 fret stretch right there.
almost.
I can't count.
But,
I didn't.
you know.
I didn't graduate.
Corey, let's get you to sample these two sopranos.
I feel very comfortable playing this.
Oh yeah. Like your right hand it's pretty much in the right position.
yeah.
Right hand, right position. Your favorite
My
strum.
Number one favorite strum.
And you better watch out. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm doing the Corey strum.
unnecessary strumming.
Actually, that strum works great if you're playing by yourself.
I mean, throw it in every.
What are you talking about?
This.
Dude, don't dog on Aaron when he's not here. No, just
Aaron does it well.
Aaron knows how to make it work.
Yeah. Aaron has a way better touch.
Can I get a little more fan in your strum?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't feel anything soprano-like with this.
No.
This ukulele. And I feel very good playing it. It's still small for my, my fat hands.
Part of it is that, does it have the regular Romero nut width? I think so.
1.5 inches. It feels.
So I think that adds to the more regular, like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a soprano, but
yeah.
it also doesn't.
You could blindfold me, put it in my hands, and I wouldn't ever think this is a soprano. In a good way. This is awesome.
It's almost like you wouldn't be able to tell until you start playing, and then your left hand would be able to kind of feel the difference.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. This is fun. This is very fun.
Can we get to the concerts? I want to adjust my mic.
This is weird.
I know, right?
But in a very good way. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I prefer the Koa one.
Such a cleaner sound.
It's more projective. There's more sound, more volume coming out. And I think like for a soprano, like a slightly brighter sound works really, really good.
It's crazy. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is a soprano at all. And wow.
Remember when we were unboxing these, we were just like, wait, that's the soprano? I thought that was the concert. Like Andrew put out like
this has to be
he's like, oh,
mislabeled.
this is the concert. And then the Sopranos was like, oh, we're gonna record another Koa concert. He's like, no, that's the soprano.
It's like if you cut down that, you get, I don't know, 30% more body.
I mean,
32%.
30, exactly. 30.
32.4.
I stand corrected.
30% more satisfaction.
Any percentage increase in satisfaction is great. Okay.
that's what the soprano sounds like, what's the concert sound like?
Just a bigger version of.
You know how like there's different weight classes for fighting?
Yeah.
I don't know if this one would qualify for the soprano.
It's not even fair.
Right?
It's almost like it wins by default.
It would have to compete in the
It's like,
concert.
what?
Yeah, for real. But this feels more like a tenor. This is crazy.
Well, maybe because it is a tenor body.
You are not wrong.
But I'm also not correct.
Is it though?
I mean,
I think
visually it looks like one.
it's almost in between, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
if we held up a grand tenor to it, it would look proportionate soprano concert tenor, I think.
But then just a grand tenor design is much bigger than a normal grand tenor.
I don't know. Let's do something real quick just to like, just to see. So this is not the grand, but this is the replica model.
It's pretty much the same.
But it is smaller.
Like
by
very
like half
small
an
amount.
inch. Right? The sound hole is definitely, at a different place, but man. I like these in between models.
Yeah. I mean, the tenor's a little bit, the body on the replica is definitely a little bit bigger, but not by a lot, right?
No.
But
I think Pepe got something going with these.
the overall length is definitely shorter, and you do have something, it's a warmer sound, almost like what he got with the STC versus the TT, where it's like the same, because the STC has that same tiny tenor body,
Yeah.
but it's a shorter scale, but it's kind of a warmer sound in a way,
I have to agree with that. I mean, especially like going through all the boxes. I mean,
So this
Yeah.
would kind of have like a tenor body to the sound, but like with a little bit more relaxed tension. It's not as bright and
Yeah.
a little bit warmer. I don't know. That's my thoughts, but let's listen. I think this is my favorite concert.
dang.
That's cheating.
I mean, it's like borderline, like almost overdriving the
Yeah.
microphones.
It's
Like, I
so-
can hear
I
it.
can turn it down.
It's so
No, no,
close
no.
to a tenor.
Like, leave it. Like, put the headphones on, and then.
You know, when Pepe was telling me about his idea for this design, I was like, I don't know. You sure that's gonna work? He's like, yeah, I know it will.
I know, man.
Yeah, he knows.
I'm not trying to offend you or anything. Just checking.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, he became a master luthier over his lifetime before he ever set out to make it more affordable, you know? And he's doing it right.
This is. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what
Kalei
to
is
say.
speechless.
I mean, how many times have like I had nothing to say about like an ukulele?
I mean, it's impressive. That is a tenor, if I had to guess.
But then it plays tricks on you. It's like your ears hear tenor, but your left hand.
No, to me, it's different than a
What's
tenor
wrong?
sound a little bit, though. I hear more of a less harshness in a way. I mean, actually, Pepe's like the replicas and stuff they have a really balanced, nice, non-harsh tones coming through. But a lot of tenors, because of the scale, you get a brighter kind of a brasher on the high end. These have a really mellow overall sound.
It's amazing.
You gotta do a tutorial on this one.
It's almost like the uke does not want to stop singing.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Gotta hear
I'm interested in your guys' thoughts on the Koa versus Mahogany on these, though.
There's more mids coming through.
Definitely.
Yeah, like
That's
I
like
like
a
the
really
Koa
old-
for the
Clarity.
the clarity, and also like between the two sopranos, I prefer the Koa one, to be honest.
Very nice.
I think I'd still take the Koa.
I think for really nice, slow, mellow songs.
For
Like
a
this.
ballad, this works better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It has a lot more soul.
And Kalei's the
I almost-
master of the power ballad.
Power ballads.
All right, so now we have 3 replicas we're going to show you. This first one is the Mahogany replica. The replica is a replication of Pepe's classic tenor that we first fell in love with. It's got a reverse fan bracing. It's in a traditional Spanish heel design, 12 fret to body tenor, and nice lightweight, balanced with the UPT tuners. And these models are adorned with beautiful abalone going around and framed off with ebony binding.
Thank you, Vanna White.
Nice touches to detail too. You notice like the maple wood strips around the rosette there.
Yeah.
And just a classic beauty.
It's a very nice design. I mean, like, the replicas sell really well on the website.
The 12 fret to body design, it puts the bridge right there in the center of the belly and kind of adds to a overall warmer sound. You really hear that with these.
Especially with the mahogany.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mahogany.
So we're going to get to hear the mahogany and then the koa. And then we're going to see one of a few different exclusive Hawaii Music Supply, the ukulele site models that are going to have walnut sides and back and a spruce top. So this first one's mahogany, and Kalei's going to give you a sound sample.
So here we have the Romero Creations Replica Koa model. So just like the mahogany version, it's all solid wood. We got the abalone inlay,
Got all that baloney.
binding. Look at that. It's like putting jewels and jewelry on your instrument.
Jury.
Jewelry. Gold tuners.
Some of the best in the business.
Super smooth.
Some of.
Okay. The best in the business.
The best. Ooh, that's gonna end up on Ukulele Underground.
No. I would say the best rear facing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
tuners.
because then you have other high-end Grovers. Like
Well,
that.
I mean, once you get into the, side mount geared, then it's like all kinds of options. Like those shallers, the
Yeah.
grand tunes are nice.
Yeah.
You've got Waverly's,
There's a
but
whole bunch of tuners.
for a traditional looking and super lightweight
And also too, like,
option. And 4-to-1 gear ratio, you don't
Yeah.
need more than that. That's kind of
and also the price for, like, when you get these installed, there's a lot of custom tuners from, like, Europe, and it costs a small fortune, like $450 or something
Yeah.
like that for, like, Gilbert's. I mean, I got them on my ukulele, but
you're like
for,
it's crazy. I mean, I have them, but
it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, but, like, if you want, like, a very, very high quality tuner, I mean, you can't go wrong with Gold Tool UPTs.
I heard there are classical guitar tuners that are like $1,200, and
Well-
some people swear by it. You just like
Like $1,200.
$1,200.
I mean,
I
how do you
don't doubt
justify
it.
that? Like,
like to put it on a.
I guess if you're
ukulele.
really that picky, well, not it doesn't fit on an ukulele. It's for a classical guitar, but
It's for
just
it.
that level of tuners.
$24,000 classical guitar, and
mean,
I'm
if you-
sure
if
the
your
case
instrument-
is like $1,700.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your instrument is worth that much, I mean,
It's like, yeah, why not? I was watching a review on one of the new Porsche SUVs, and the base price is 120, and in the video, the configuration that they had was going for 170. So I had like 50 grand worth of
oh,
upgrades.
extra,
Extra.
stuff.
You watch those car reviews like our customers watch ukulele reviews.
Yeah, I just nerd out on cars that I can't
Just drool.
afford.
That's what's so cool about these Romero creations is, I mean, a lot of times we feature stuff and yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
for
lovely.
the price, you get.
But yeah, these
Get a
are
great
in the
instrument.
range. Like a lot of people can pull this off.
Yeah.
And get this high quality sound.
I mean,
feel.
it's a good deal. This is solid Koa right here.
Hawaiian Koa.
Hawaiian Koa.
I mean, there's no
not-
other.
It's not called
kind,
Koa
but-
unless it's from Hawaii,
Yeah, right.
right? It would be Acacia Koa if it wasn't from here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to clarify it. Hawaiian Koa.
Hawaiian Koa.
Talking so long, it went out of tune.
We just busted these out and tuned them up. So, as you guys know, you tune it and you tune it again and you tune it again. It's like a week later, it might not go out of tune, but that's not the instrument. That's not the tuners. That's the strings. They're stretching.
Yeah.
Gotta let 'em
stretch.
Stretch.
It's the strings.
It's kind of like with kids. It's like, I told you that already. Yeah, you got to tell them again. Tell them again. Tell them again. At some point, they get the idea.
20 years later, when they're out of the house, still be making mistakes.
One day when they have their own.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is the one for me.
Yeah.
Kind of custom sounding,
So here we have a exclusive model that you can only purchase through the Ukulele site. This is another replica model designed by Pepe Romero and also in collaboration with us. And this is a spruce top with walnut back and sides. I don't think there's a whole lot of walnut like production models available, right?
I wouldn't
mean-
even say these are production
No,
models. I mean, he made a handful
because you
of
can
them
only
for
find
us.
it through us, But usually walnut is associated with custom instruments.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like come up with the idea or anything. I was just really loving the. He made one of his guitars. The
The
Romero
classical guitar, yeah.
Creations lines guitars that I was really impressed with the walnut one, and I was like, dude, you gotta make us some ukes with that. He's like, can
Yeah.
do it, and he did.
This is nice. I mean, it comes with like your standard go to UPTs. I mean, this is standard for all of the replica models, but
The
it's
whole
not a
line,
standard
actually.
tuner at all, or tuning keys. They're great. We love them. Is the faceplate ebony or walnut?
Yeah, no, it's ebony.
Ebony.
Ebony faceplate, fretboard,
Yeah,
bridge.
Fretboard, bridge. Got the usual abalone binding and rosette with all of the replicas, but
Did you play the same? You did play the same song on the Mahogany and the Koa,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Cool.
And
So it'll be interesting to hear the tonal variance.
there's a big tonal difference between
What did you hear right off the
the
bat?
two. It was, I mean, just like when we picked it up and strumming like an open chord like this, there's a
Bright
much bigger like
clarity?
open sound.
Oh,
I mean, right
Yeah,
off of the bat. I mean, there is more clarity, but
but a little
it's
bit more
not too
volume.
bright. Yeah, it's
It's
there
not
is
that
good
bright
projection.
at all. Like if you play some finger picking, let me just
So
oh, it has a good amount of brightness, but it's like really warm at the same time.
yeah,
Well, the whole Romero Creations line has a warm overtone to it.
yeah,
So Spruce is a nice complement to that.
yeah. I mean, to me,
And-
if you're gonna use any kind of like warm, type of like tonal wood for back and sides, you might want to consider using like a light, stiffer top as the soundboard. But yeah,
It's a good looking ukulele too.
it is. I mean, especially when you turn it around.
Let's hear it.
That's good.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I like it too. It just sounds like much different than all the other replica models we carried so far.
You're so special, Corey.
I know.
Oh, I love that Bahamas song.
Oh,
Do people are Bahamas popular? I don't follow, but I mean, I love Bahamas, but like, I don't know what's popular.
They have a huge following, but they're not like super popular.
Man, they're so good though. He's such a great songwriter. beautiful.
That was nice.
It, like you gotta hear the real song. I think you probably heard it before, but fuck, that song is epic.
That was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, that was deep. I loved it.
Between my teeth and the salesman and wife forevermore.
So the TT6 model is a 6-string version in the Tiny Tenor body shape with the 17-inch scale, and you can tune it A to A, or
Probably where I think it shines most in A to A.
yeah. But did you decide to do G to G on these?
It sounds nice. You get better.
What is
low
the
end.
tuning
This
that
is
you-
A to A.
A to A? Oh, I remember when we were tuning them up earlier, you liked the G to G, but
Yeah, so I tuned it up, and I was like, "Wait, this is a lot better." With the higher string tension, you
Okay.
get way more.
I thought it sounded good G to G, but yeah, I guess so. I mean, as you go up to like the B6 model or the Daniel Ho model, of course, or yeah, we have a B6 with these with the Spruce Walnut as well. You're gonna get a lot more. But this is in a smaller package, you know. It's like this is at the size that you're definitely well under worrying about getting on an airlines with.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
for sure.
And it's a tenor, 17-inch.
It's a tenor. Yeah, it's basically a tenor, but you playing it like a guitar,
It's like guitar capoed on the 5th fret,
right?
basically.
But for guitar players, it's the same thing. You know, I mean, so.
Yeah.
And for ukulele players, it's a way to get into that guitar world, or to get like a lot of our customers played guitar and then got into ukulele, and that size and tonality just kind of fits
Yeah.
them better at this point. But they still know how to play with the 6 strings.
I think this is a good transition for ukulele players to get into guitar.
That
like,
too,
just like
yeah.
you said, because like everything is tuned the same. It's the chord
I mean, you
names are
got
the
G,
same.
C, E, A on your
Yeah.
high 4s, so you're just adding the 2 lower
Yeah.
notes.
And you're lowering. You can like take it step by step and learning how to, utilize the 2 other
Yeah.
additional strings.
Right.
You know.
Use them. I mean, because you know what's going on the bottom 4, so it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, how's it work here? And
Yeah.
adding on. Ooh, another good Bahamas song, but hey, play the one that you played on the other ones.
Yeah,
Or
it's
on the
another
other
fun
one.
song, but there we go. Is my brother Offie?
Oh, Afi. Hey, I think he signed. I think Jack Johnson signed him.
Something like that, right?
He was on Brushfire Records.
He matches perfectly with that style. In fact, sometimes I think he does it better.
Dude, how dare you? Jack
Zach-
is legend.
Zach's on his way to kick my ass right now. Yeah, I mean, I love Jack Johnson.
That was promising. I haven't seen Zach in a while. Like, really?
He's gonna come pounding on the door. What did you say?
What'd you say about Jack? Actually,
Bahamas is better than Jack Johnson. What's up?
you
No.
mother.
It's like the Homer choking Bart Simpson. Oh, okay, here we go.
so we just tried 2 of the TT6 models, which are the 17-inch scale, and now we're up to the 20-inch baritone scale. And this is kind of the mini guitar style of the ukulele. Tuned E to E. So it's basically a guitar.
It's a baritone 6-string.
It's a baritone 6-string, or it's a short scale guitar. But if you look at this next to a guitar, you see the very, very big difference in size. This is basically a baritone size, played like a guitar. Can it play country? Did you ever hear the David Grisman, Jerry Garcia version of Freight Train with I think the name of the album was Not for Kids Only, but I love that album. It's like I don't know, Jerry Garcia just has his own sound.
He was in Grateful Dead.
Oh,
Is that
bro, you're
Is that the Jerry
insulting so
Garcia?
many people right now by even asking that. Okay.
Was that the Pro Surfer?
So this
Jerry
was the
Garcia?
B6 with the Spruce Mahogany, but next let's try the B6 with the walnut sides and back.
Yeah.
So that was the Spruce Walnut. I don't hear much difference in the mahogany and the walnut.
I like this sound a lot.
Yeah?
Maybe
I mean,
I'm used to hearing walnut on guitar. That's why.
That might be it. But what about it? Do you like more than the mahogany?
It's just more mellow, I feel. Does it sound more mellow to you?
It might have a little bit better sustain, but they both sound really good. I don't know. I think I'm like I think they both sound great. So
Yeah.
it was hard for me to distinct. There might have been a little bit more something going on in terms of sustain.
The overtones are really nice.
The overtones. But turn that thing around and it's beautiful.
Oh, it's hiding in the back.
I like the look better than the mahogany.
Yeah.
Guys, play it like a regular human being.
Why don't I have it in stock? What the hell?
That's what you did.
I mean, I saw them selling.
They're sold out.
I mean, I didn't put all of them in stock, but. Oh, there it is. DH6. That's what I was searching already. Ah, you're right. So this is
Oh, for once?
So this is a 21-inch scale versus the 20-inch scale. So it's 1 inch longer on the scale. Do you feel that?
Yeah. Like there
A little
is
bit more tension?
just the overall feel. It does.
A little bit closer to a real guitar
A
or regular
yeah.
guitar?
Something like that.
There's something special about this instrument, though, you know? It's got a amazing depth.
Oh, yeah.
But the sound for the size is almost unparalleled. There's something, special that happens when brilliant minds work together. And when Daniel Ho and Pepe Romero got together, they made some really amazing instruments. And, tonight we got to listen to about half of the models that recently just came in from Romero Creations. But we just got in a bunch of awesome new instruments. And we will be getting them up on the website. Some of them are up already. But
It's hot.
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys tuning in, checking it out. Thanks, Kalei.
Thank you guys.
Clay said that he wanted to get out of here by 8 p.m. And
It
it's
is 11:45.
11:45.
All for you guys.
Yes.
We stay late
The dedication.
for you.
We love you
Very
guys.
grateful for my wife. I say that for the record.
Cool.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be mad at me if I cut off Corey Fujimoto, but I still gotta get home and get some sleep. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
It would be like a virtual.
We have to develop that. Like
No.
this is virtual marketplace where you schedule an appointment for a showing and you literally walk into our store and we,
Oh man, I don't know if I
that
can
would be
afford it.
insane.
Like we all be working.
Or
from
you
home.
could just come to Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah, just come to Hawaii.
it's worth
it.
it.
We got all the physical stuff here, like I'm holding it right now.
It only costs
tenor replica.
the amount of a Hawaiian ukulele. So
Was
that
get
no
here?
to get here.
Worth it.
But for the virtual experience, is also going to cost about $1,000. So
Nah.
that's the premier elite diamond level membership. $1,000
subscription.
1 month though.
But with that one, Corey will play you to sleep each night.
Yeah, tell you stories about my childhood.
Yep.
Grab a drink. have some
Lullaby.
Have some virtual dinner.
How's your day? It's great.
Pretty good. How's your filet mignon? It looks good.
By the time we have smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Oh, we gotta wait like another.
Check it on, Corey.
5
How you
years.
doing, man? Oh man, I just put like 17 people to bed. I don't know. 4 babies, 3 lonely moms.
I'll keep those moms up all night.